Okie dokie, okie dokie, okie dokie. Smells kind of like a sawmill in here today. I've been desperately for the last 20 minutes trying to flush the air out of the studio so we can start the stream without having 15 different fans on. It's getting better though, it's better. Let's get some coffee smell on the go and then we'll be all good to rock and roll. How we doing, boys and girls? Good morning, good morning. Let's turn the tunes down just a touch. We have some Dastardly Duo adventure to play with, I think, today. We also have a little bit of we're back in Stormwind. Maybe an 8-mask run. Maybe. We will see. Is it not Jewel Crafter Panther Day, actually? Thinkings about it. Is it not Jewel Crafter Panther Day? I think it is Jewel Crafter Panther Day, isn't it? What's the what's this saying? Nothing. Not a surprise there. Absolutely nothing. Right, let's go grab our weekly quests then. We'll get a few jewel crafting panther mounts crafted today, I'm sure. I'm not even entirely convinced that I got all of the materials that I need to craft my own this week, to be honest. But we will see, we will find out, we will explore. Let's get this done. Why are the unprofitable ones the ones I've got materials for? We're not doing that one, not doing that one, not doing that one. Not doing that one, that one, that one, that one, or that one. And that's for an augment rune. But augment runes are probably tanking value, so we won't do that one. The only ones that are profitable that we are going to do are the ones we don't have mats for. Genius, that. Genius. I've started the stream a little bit early today. It is reset day after all. With it being reset day, we go a little bit earlier. That was the theory, at least. I'm trying to come up on a daily basis with the most cringe titles for the streams. I think I've pulled one out the bag today. I'm pretty proud of that one today. Nipsu. Nipsu. Get down. Oi. Get down. Down. Stop barking at the neighbours. Doing all the wolf bagging. Hey, dog. Nipsu down. Down. Okay. Right. Weekly orders for leatherworking. Check. Oh, I put my little leatherworking waistcoat on to do those. Cute. Same again. The unprofitable ones are the only ones we got mats for. Scrap all of them. What's this one? 2 knowledge points. We'll take 2 knowledge points for a couple of 100 gold. 2 knowledge points for 16 gold lost. Sure, why not? Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do first today. Going to want to take a look at Dastardly Duos at some point today, as I know it is sort of time limited, and there is, surprise, surprise, weekly rewards that are available from it, to my understanding. You bark at the neighbours, but the dog can't. Hey, I do that in private. We don't tell the world about that, Jack. Welcome in, though. Good morning, good morning. I can smell coffee. I can smell coffee. My camera lagging? Seem to have about 5 FPS on the camera. Not too bad. How we doing, Lady Daisy? Welcome in. Good morning, good morning. I don't even know where we pick up the Dastardly Duo stuff. Visions are over here. I'm going to assume there's something screaming and shouting about it somewhere. Oh, here we go. Look, Dastardly Duos. Join brave champions against terrifying villains from Azeroth's past. Complete Vinny's quest to earn a champion piece of gear and a unique Dastardly item. Okay. You know what's really sad? I don't even think I did 4 delves last week, meaning that my vault is going to have like 1 item in it. Oh dear. Oh dear.
May the eternal sun shine upon thee.
Coffee at the ready. Good stuff. No morning begins without coffee. Should we see what our 1 random stray item is? Not that we need anything from here anyway. Yay! A pair of 649 legs. Yay! Totally don't need those. Just take the tokens of merit, I suppose. Of which I only get 2 because I didn't do flipping half the shears. Oh well. What do we spend 2 tokens of merit on? 2 tokens of merit? What, some runed crests maybe? Is that literally all I'm going to be able to get? Some runed crests. Wow, 15 runed crests. Love that. I should have taken the chest of gold, let's be real. Just do some M+ with viewers? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. My skill is too great to carry all of your asses. Unbelievable. Oh! Mount sale. It's Wednesday, boys and girls. Oh, that coffee's hot. Oh, we sold an asset advocator. Those bad boys are like glue. Right, well, first things first, get another one of those. That's covered the cost of a few accounts this month. Let's no, over this way. Why am I so zoomed in? It's around here somewhere. Is it? It's here, isn't it? Petrol station? I think it's the petrol station.
Well,
yeah, you.
Well.
There we go. Asset advocator.
You trying something, pal?
Get another one of those. Lovely jubbly. Very nice, very nice. Oh, I don't have Warbank access. Oh, you got the galley mount a couple of days ago. Nice one, that's cool. That's an awesome mount. Yeah, there's they've definitely pulled out the bag with some of the mounts recently. The Trading Post one this month's really cool. The Gallywix mount is super cool. And dare I say it, the Innovation Investigator thingy, whatever it's called, is also pretty badass. It's you know, it's a pink rocket that's not pink. It's a pink rocket for the cool kids. Right, let's get that lot back up. Is this did the asset advocator sell particularly cheap? No, it just sold. No messing, just sold. So, second one of those I've sold now. I think second one of those I've sold. Question is who did we sell it to? Asset advocator. Okay, a unique fella bought it. I'm just checking it wasn't being bought out by this dude that's clearly flipping all of my pets and mounts. But hey, I don't mind selling it. Whoever wants it. It's the cheapest mount we've sold so far. 1.2 mil. Ever so slightly under the regional sale average. This is the track that drives me insane. Ever so slightly under the regional sale average, but I'm overstocked on Mechanicas as it stands right now anyway. Yeah, I skipped it. Sorry, like that track drives me insane. Welcome in, Woo. Good morning, by the way. Hope you're well. Seems that there are some. You had Woo has recently had a Crimson Mechasaur sale for like 900k, which is actually ridiculous. I don't think I've sold a Crimson Mechasaur, but that's the big boy. That's the big boy 10 pet one, is it not? 10 Mechanica one. Where's the auction house gone? My auctions. Crimson Mechasaur. Yeah, that's the big boy one. That's the big boy one. That's a crazy price on that, by the way. Second one at about 900k really helps with the motivation to keep up the farm for sure. Yeah, that's 90k per Mechanica, right? That's well worth. That's a very spicy price. I need to start taking some of my bonus Mechanicas. In fact, before we do anything, I might do exactly that. I have now a few Mechanica spare. I want to keep 25 just lying about, so for as and when we do sell a mount, we can instantly restock the mount. But that means I can buy 3 pets. Can we buy 3 pets and put 3 pets somewhere? Put 3 pets somewhere where there isn't one of the pets. Since we've got some spares. If I can remember where the building is.
Best deals in sight.
What do we think is best to put places? Why do I not have... Oh, because these are not the caged versions. I need the sales data off the caged ones. Gophers have a 0.027, 37, 25, 31. They're all very much of a muchness in terms of sale rate on these pets. Let's look at what the region-wide stock looks like on these. So, which 4 is it? Steam Weedle Flunky. Flunky Companyman, Keg Mover, and Gopher. So not Punch or the Crimson. So let's have a little look at these. If we put in the arbitrage mode, oops, we can now see that Keg Walker, Keg Mover, sorry, is the cheapest across the region. They're all within 20k of each other if you actually want to go and get the cheapest one, but that's not really my concern. I'm more looking about which one is least saturated. The Steam Weedle Flunky seems to be the least saturated. What's the total quantity of each one? 66 of these. 83 Companymen. 67 Flunkies. And no Gophers? 78 Gophers. So I either go for the relatively unique one, the gopher, and I'm quite sure there's still a few places I can plop it where it doesn't exist. Loads of places we can plop it where they don't exist. Even where there is actually data, but they haven't been seen for a while. We can plop them wherever we want, really. We can put them wherever we like, really. There's no reason to have them all stocked up on the big realms. Take them where they don't exist. Medium pop servers. Few medium pop realms where they don't exist. Flipping hell, there's high pop realms where they don't exist and hasn't been seen for 9 days on Karazhan, a high pop server. Is that... the heck? One thing I do suffer with is I can never remember what all these realms are. Or who they're twinned with. Is this my sheet? Yeah. Where was it? High pop, Karazhan. How did an H slip in there? Karazhan is a English normal high pop server. I've got a tune on the Deathwing realm. Let's put a gopher there, maybe. Let me just buy 3 gophers. We'll distribute some gophers, I guess. Put this on my other screen real fast. Just give me 3 gophers.
I got more for a price.
Three gophers, there we go. Annoyingly, I'm going to have to log out to give out Warbank access, aren't I? Log out you. You're going to need to log out too. Log everybody out. Now we decide where we put these gophers. So I'm going to put 1 on this dude. You get a gopher. Welcome in, Goldson. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. This is probably not the quickest or easiest way of distributing these, but it's one of those, if it works jobs. Right, you get a gopher. Oh, actually, I've just realised I'm not even sure my TSM profile has these gophers in the... Oh, it does. It does. Oh, my normal price is 1.4 mil. That's a little bit spicy on those, isn't it? That's a touch spicy on those. But then again, if you don't try, you don't know. Yeah, it's a little bit spicy on those. Even I'm not expecting to be able to sell a single pet for 1.5 mil. Maybe we do... And if I customize it on this realm, I need to customize it on all the realms. Groups, pets, they're probably in the pet plus category. In fact, we'll go one more, we'll go We'll go Mechanica pets as they're a bit of a special breed. Why don't I actually, thinking about this, take the group from the other profile? Oh, because it's not there. Wait, what? Exclude operations, exclude custom sources. No, I want both of those. Body paint graphics, let's go. Is this safe for work? Is this safe for work? Oh my god. I mean, barely. Oh my god. Oh, Goblin, you make me laugh. Oh my god. Yeah, 2006 textures. 2006 textures. Lol. Right, Mechanica mount. Does that mean it's copied in the custom price source as well? It has. It's brought in the custom price source on those. Now, what I probably do want to do is actually customize that a little bit more, because there's probably not a sniper operation on these, is there? The sniper operation wants to be my regional sale average one. Methinks. Yeah. Right, then I need to export that. Control C. Wait. Control C. Let me just slam it on these dudes. Elias, how we doing? Welcome in. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. Dressed you got a clipboard back. Nice. Clip leader of the month so far. We are only on day 4 of the month though. Replace 5 existing operations. Sure. Yeah, my flipping accounts need info about these Mechanica pets and mounts, but in a little bit more detail. You've clearly not got the right operation TSM profile set either. This is the very clear and obvious downside of doing this on 4 separate accounts rather than just like on 1 or 2. Is it keeping the TSM synchronized is a task. A task of which I'm clearly going to balls up at some point, but it's good enough for now. You guys, now you've done that, you also need to log straight back out again, because we're going to need to get these gophers somewhere else. Right, now the normal price is a little bit more in line with what I think a normal price should be. Right, who else gets a gopher? Who else gets a gopher? Let's have a look. This is flipping Goldson's. Goldson's crazy body paint graphics. Who else gets a gopher? Arkandoon. High pop server, not had one for like ages. Who've I got on Arkandoon? WoW 3. 1, 2, 3. You get a gopher. Could use something like Opus Clip AI to clip. I've always wondered how successful these AI clipper bits of software are. I'm assuming they're not terrible. It's still probably one of those things that if you are trying to scrub through an entire stream to find clips, it is a faster way of doing it than the manual approach. But I also still think that it's going to pull up some weird and wacky results. Group is invalid. 90% of 5 times Mechanica is invalid. Why is it an invalid? Does that mean it didn't copy over the custom price source? It didn't copy over the custom price source. Okay. What's my Mechanica custom price source? That means that's going to be the same problem on all of these as well. Sorry. Flashbanging you with my my Excel spreadsheet. Not the intention. Okay, how about that now? Do we have numbers? We have numbers. Good. You get a gopher, you get a gopher. Who else gets a gopher? Where else do we put a gopher that hasn't got one? Corgal? Where's that when it's at home? Hang on. How is it spelled? Corgal. Greed buttons on WoW too. And you get a gopher. I'm on Twitter. I have been for years and years and years and years and years, but yeah, much like most other forms of social media, I'm not super active on it. See, he even calls it Twitter. It's because it is Twitter. I refuse to bend the knee to stupidity. It's Twitter. Okay, gophers distributed. I do think the prices are a bit spicy on the mind, but I can rein them in a minute. I do need to, otherwise I will absolutely forget to do this. Do my alchemy weekly stuff to get these thaumaturgists in a good position, because I have a sneaky suspicion we had a really good, really interesting convo over on GIGACHAD's stream last night. Sort of, it stemmed from somebody wondering why the cut gem market over on Team NA has gone to shit in the last few days. And as a collective, we did a little bit more digging. I know we talked about this a little bit on stream yesterday, but we did a little bit more digging. And it seems to fundamentally stem from a couple of reasons. The supply of ore into the market is just weaker than it has been recently. There isn't really a significant increase in the amount of cut gems knocking about, which kind of means that prospecting's not necessarily in the bin because so many people have been doing it. It's not like there's been a huge surge of people trying to prospect to make a profit, because that would cause a surge in gems, and there doesn't seem to be a surge in gems. So we can kind of half rule that out. The price of ore generally is about 20% up for Iron Claw and Akirite, which is odd. So chasing that lead led us to the fact that there is a potential ban wave on farming bots recently, by the looks of things, because I noticed a distinct lack in null stones on the market, weirdly, which is an indication that there is not as many people farming for the ore in the first place. If you look up nullstone right now, why does this not show up? Is it because we've got arbitrage mode on? If we search for nullstone right now, you'll see up until, throughout most of May, the supply was pretty spiky, as it always is. But then whatever happened at the end of May, going into the 1st of June, like the best part of 40,000 nullstones disappeared, and they don't really seem to have come back. There's a bit of a spike up here again, but it seems to indicate that something happened here that nuked the supply of nullstones, maybe. Now, it could very well have been that somebody just decided that they wanted to buy 40,000 nullstones, but I'm not convinced that's the case. It did kind of spike the price a little bit, so there could have been a touch of that going on here, maybe. But there seems to be an awful lot of nullstones missing, and they haven't come back, which either means they've been squirreled away, or alternatively, whoever was relisting them every day was a farming bot account that has now been banned and taken the stock with them, potentially. The other thing that was spotted was that there doesn't seem to be anywhere near as much gloom chitin. There doesn't seem to be quite the same supply of gloom chitin in the market either, which would kind of lead you to believe that there isn't then as much opportunity. There isn't as much opportunity for there isn't as much opportunity for thaumaturgy to do its thing. Let's just take the last month or two. The supply is still kind of there, but it's not super fruitful. I think we are kind of getting to the point where we're kind of hitting the bottom, and people are starting. There's a combination of factors. I think people are starting to squirrel stuff away, squirreling stuff away. I equally don't think there's as much being generated on a daily basis as there has been recently. Whether people are more busy doing other things, or a ban wave on bots went out, or whatever the case may be, but it's weird how leather is kind of propping up the entire market of everything, right? The supply of leather and the price of the leather then determines what it's broken down into for all of the other components via alchemists. And when that's not profitable and people stop doing it, the market swings in the opposite direction really quick. Yeah, the lack of chitin and leather is literally the lack of everything. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird how that plays out. That one material. look at the supply over the last couple of days. Really spiky though. You can clearly see that there were points where, like, the entire market gets ripped out. And I wonder if people like this, for example, are going to start to be more common now. This is clearly somebody that does not want to store all of this in the mailbox or in a guild bank or something, so they're throwing it back up on the auction house and just eating the deposit fees. Because there's a solid chance that the 56,000 of this is just one dude, right? And it's clearly somebody that's been like buying up small amounts for a while, slams it all on. But when 24 hours or 48 hours passes and theirs disappears, that's when we get these huge, great big spikes down in supply until they go and post it back on the auction house again. But yeah, it's odd how the economy sort of rotates these days. Right, we're going to need to, on these alchemists, talking about thaumaturgy, we're going to need to go get the weekly quest for patron orders. It's worth a few points for me. And then let's go see if there are any orders that we can actually fill. There should be at least 3 flickers. There damn better be. Woo bought them all. Woo has probably been squirreling, but I don't think he's squirreling hard enough to have that much of an impact. Has started nibbling. There we go. Confirmation. Flicker, knowledge point, flicker, knowledge point. Okay, we'll just do all of those. Yoink. A few flickers from yesterday that I forgot to take out the mailbox. I might only nibble 30 to 40 million for season 3. I'm not so sure how much nibbling or squirreling I will be doing this season. While it's been tried and tested now, I'm more interested in spending my liquid gold on other things going into season 3. Plus, I think I will be quite spendy in season 3 as we transition to a new expansion. Especially now that I'm setting myself up doing flipping on a whole bunch of realms. That's going to get quite costly quite quickly until it starts paying itself back. So my liquid gold supplies is not as buoyant as they have been. And I might need some of it. Manthe Arbitrage Limited, for example, is going to need a few angel investors by the sounds of things so far. Right, there's one dude's stuff done for the day. We're not doing treasures or messing around doing any of that business. I do that when I'm bored at some point during the week. I'm working on the assumption that prices will rise, but about 30% less than they did in Season 2. Yeah, that seems relatively fair to say. Season 3, or when we get to the tail end of the expansion, is never as lucrative as, like, the first or second time it comes around. Uh, 58. We need 75 to finish the mission. Which in theory means by next reset I should have these thematogists fully built. Hopefully. Is the theory here. Because they can't even press buttons until they're full build. Because the margins are often too skinny anyway. But I'm hoping I've timed this so that I can be thematigizing like an absolute moron for the next couple of months whilst all of the prices are rising, because that's like chef's kiss time for thematurgy. When all of the prices are like steadily creeping up, you ride the wave up. So you buy all of the cheap stuff, you spend however long it takes you to burn it all through your alchemists, and then by the time you've done that, if you post it all in 2 days time, the price of everything is risen and you almost guarantee yourself profits all the way to the moon. I missed out on that opportunity in last season, so I'm cautiously trying to plan ahead to get prepped for it this time. Arbitrage Limited will give you good returns in the long run, but the initial stocking really eats away at the gold. It's like turning around a huge articulated lorry, but the volume, tells me. Yeah, exactly. That's the point. I am in no way scared of spending like 10, 20, 30 million, whatever, to like stock stuff up. I need to go and harvest the 20 million of pets I've got lying around on a bunch of pets, on a bunch of characters, and spread them out a bit as well. It's just a bit of a logistical nightmare to do it in a way that's easy to do. I might have to utilize the guild bank. It's a task for a day when I've not got anything else on, which there's not been many of those days recently. Wow, is that all the orders on this dude? Why did the other fella have like loads? It's weird how the refresh of patron orders seems to be character specific and not like on a generalized timer. Because some of my toons get their refresh of patron orders and some of them don't. But it's odd because all of these characters picked up alchemy, leveled alchemy, all at the exact same time. So it must actually have something more to do with like character creation or something. It's weird. Or it could just be, I don't know. What am I doing? I'm rambling, that's what I'm doing. Buying stuff. Yeah, Monthly Arbitrage Limited is literally the long tail. The long tail of goal making that I really should have been more consistent with, like 2 years ago with Project Pet, but I got so heavily distracted going into Dragonflight that I let it all slip. And once it slipped, it was a touch frustrating to claw back at without trying to relearn the whole thing again. And so I've decided to, if we're going to do it this time, we do it properly. Battle Pet Cage Match and the Warband is what I tend to use, but with a multi-account it might be a little less annoying to just post away. Ignore below minimum in TSM. Yeah, I'm already relatively cautiously trying to make sure that it doesn't end up being Project Pet 2.0. I'm happy to flip pets, but I'm I also don't want 50% of my stock on every character to be pets, because pets are a good, solid foundation, but I don't want it to be the whole thing, right? I mean, I'm you know, I'm preaching to the choir here a little bit, but like it feels to me as if pets you can flip on a small percentage, 20% profit here, 20% profit there, sort of thing. Long-term investment kind of play. And whilst 20% here and there are fun, I want to shoot for slightly bigger plays, longer plays. Did I pick up those materials? Did I? Hang on. I flipping bought all of the stuff again and then didn't take it out of the mailbox, I don't think. Oh, maybe I did. Why can't I do those orders then? Ah, that's why. Got to click the button. Yeah, I was even talking the other day about I might once season 3 gets underway, I might just completely clean out and sell out very early on. I might sell out my entire warband stock of mats to clean the warbank out for transitioning to Midnight, Decor, Manthe Arbitrage Limited. We'll see. Didn't you move around too then? Major life changes? Yeah, it was a couple of years ago we moved house and stuff, had lots of IRL stuff going on as well, but IRL doesn't get in the way of gaming, don't be silly. But yeah, you're alright. You're alright. But yeah, Dragonflight's launch and the complete revamp of the profession system was significant enough of a change in the game for me to drop everything else I was doing at the time. Right, this dude's only on 53. How's he on significantly less? This dude was on 58. How is there such a delta between the two? I'm literally doing the patron orders every day, regardless of how much they cost me, to try and keep these numbers balanced, but apparently it's not working. Do you think we'll be getting new recipes and materials in 11.2? I'm not holding my breath. I'm not holding my breath, though I'd be happy to see it. I think with player housing round the corner, there's less likelihood they're going to play with the professions in any way, since professions are probably likely to see quite a bit of love when housing comes out. So maybe a little bit of delayed gratification by the fact that Decor will definitely give us something to pay attention to, meaning we might have to sacrifice new stuff in 11.2. But like I said, I'd more than happily welcome it. I'm just not expecting to see it. We must nearly be due some more information about housing. It's been a fair few weeks now, I think, since they last did their last update. We seem to be getting like a roughly monthly update on what they're doing with it, because they're clearly trying to slowly build the hype on it. Turn this alchemy quest in. I could go and get 3 points from doing the flipping Dark Moon on these dudes, but I'm equally not sure if I can be bothered. It's literally the equivalent of 1 day's worth of patron orders. This dude's only got 47 knowledge points. He's a whole 11 points behind. How's that even happen then? How's that happen then? 58 on one, 53 on another, 47 on a third. What's this dude going to end up on? I think they're about 80% done with housing, but I'm scared that they're focusing too much on housing. It could very well be the first, or maybe not necessarily the first. Like since Dragonflight has launched, there's definitely been a fundamental shift in how they approach retail. They are pushing, they're almost splitting retail into two. They're allowing the people who are heavy raid logging, heavy Mythic Plus, to continue doing their thing, and they're doing the whole war on add-ons on that side of the field. But then there's the other side of the player base of retail, which are your more casual player base, your collectors, your profession junkies, your altaholics, you know, your people who willingly spend huge amounts of time playing the game, but aren't necessarily pushing to the bleeding edge. They're putting a lot of time and effort into that side of the world as well, making sure, you know, delves fall into that category, player housing is going to fall into that category. I think it's time well spent, but it's clearly them trying to make sure that they do, please both sides of the spectrum of WoW players, and moving WoW more into a significantly broader appeal kind of game. There's no question that over the 20 years, WoW has gone from that that cool leveling experience with raiding. Like the raiding meta has been the meta throughout the entirety of the game. But since Dragonflight specifically, they seem to have taken a bit of a shift, and they're like, well, we'll still do the big raids, and we'll still do the Mythic Plus, we'll still do the end game grind for the grinders, but they're lifting up everything else to make the game massively more attractive to just a wider variety of players, I feel. So I don't think they're doing housing at the expense of doing anything else particularly. And I think if they get it right, it could be a bit of a golden goose for them, to be honest, if they get it right. WoW has been in desperate need of something new for quite a while now. As I think everybody can quite safely agree, there is plenty enough pets and mounts, and the transmog is kind of becoming a little bit meh every time it turns up, because the choice and the selection and the options are just so broad these days that they kind of need something for players to chase after. Back in Dragonflight, with the dragon riding appearances via sort of inscription, you could start to see that they were testing other reward paths. But player housing and decor could be that new thing that, is a bit of a golden goose. Prints them more money than they know what to do with, because it will just pull people in from everywhere to play it, potentially, if they get it right. I'm meant to be buying materials here, aren't I? So I think they're spending a lot of time on it, but I think they've also got a lot riding on it, so I hope they do a good job. And considering Blizzard are absolutely not shy in any way, shape or form about just straight up hardcore stealing ideas from other games these days, if they have genuinely scouted around and cherry picked the best features and functions and stuff from other equivalents, I think we're going to be in for something pretty impressive. Guild housing would be yeah, I mean, get the foundations in first, but like guild housing could actually revolutionize guilds, which is another thing that they've dropped the ball on over the years. There's so little, like, unless you want to be like blasting raids in Mythic Plus, which, as I've already just sort of spoke about, that is a section of the player base, yes. But it's not the whole player base anymore. Raiding and, you know, end game used to literally be the be-all and end-all of this game. Like, people would look... Like, if you said you didn't raid, people were like, what do you mean you don't raid? Why do you play this game if you don't raid? Now, there is still a selection of people that fall into that category, but, like, it's significantly more widely seen that players do lots of different things in this game now. There was a guy in K-Chak's chat last night saying that he'd migrated from Final Fantasy IV housing. First of many, I reckon. Oh, without question. Without question. Anybody that's into player housing in any other game will clearly see that, hang on, I played World of Warcraft 10 years ago and everybody wanted player housing then. Let's go and have a look how they do player housing. You know, significantly more so than dragon riding, significantly more so than delves. I think, you know, the headline feature of WoW gets housing could bring them 10 million new players overnight. Which is why I'm quite sure that they have now decided to really heavily build housing into the sales and marketing side of Midnight. They weren't necessary. They even came out and said they weren't, you know, housing isn't a Midnight feature when they first told us about housing. But the fact that both Midnight and housing appear to be ready at a similar-ish time, I think they've taken probably the smart decision of very, very, very heavily connecting housing and Midnight together, because it will very much sell boxes. But they also need to try and get it across to people that it isn't, you know, it's more likely to be an evergreen feature than just something that's attached to an expansion. It's not another Island Expeditions or a Torghast. It's something that's here to stay kind of thing. I mean, they said that with Delves, and so let's see what they do with Delves in Midnight. They said dragon riding was evergreen, and it clearly has been, at least so far. This is kind of the point. They seem to be adding things to the game with a more of a long-term approach than it just being, this is Island Expeditions, it's here, it's a game mode for 2 years, and then it's gone, sort of thing. I got into raiding because they were the players with the cool gear and they were stronger, so I wanted to start learning about raiding, and then 15 years later I'm a semi-hardcore raider. Yeah, I guess when the bug gets you, it gets you. Right, this dude's on 56 points. That's a more respectable number. Okay, these guys have got to get to 75 knowledge points before they're finished, but they're on their way. They are on their way. Now, these dudes do also simultaneously, they are going to need a thaumaturgy profile, and I'm going to need to copy that profile over from my main TSM account, I think. Or do I? Do I bother? No, I don't think I need to bother. I think I just need to deal with the selling of the materials. So these guys can just have the regular flipping one for now. And while we're here, let's see if there's any goodies on this realm. Where is this place? Oh, Outland. Midnight launch pre-orders will be good. I mean, I just hope that they don't do anything overly sweaty. The kickback to the 3-day early access was pretty strong. The pushback from the player base was pretty strong on that one. But I am not convinced it was strong enough for them to say they're not going to do it again. So I'm pretty convinced we'll be getting a 3-day early access with Midnight launch. I hope they don't do anything too ridiculous with housing. I really, because annoyingly, you know the conversation's going to be had. The marketing team is going to say, the marketing team will turn around at some point and say, can we give people access to player housing when they pre-order Midnight? That conversation is going to be had. And I really hope that it isn't something that they do. I really hope they give player housing to everybody that has an active subscription whenever they choose to launch player housing. If they tie it into you must give us money to get this, I think it'll be pretty gross. But as gross as I think it will be, I do kind of half expect it. Housing's being released prior to midnight. They said that in the last interview. They say lots of things. I wait to see what they actually do. But prior to midnight could very well be pre-patch. You know, it could very well be 12.0 pre-patch where they release housing. And they can say that access to housing is, you know, pre-order midnight, get access to housing during the pre-patch. Coming live to the base game in 11.0.2, which will be the actual launch, you know. It's going to be the first expansion where Metzen has fully influenced it over since his return. Yeah. Let's hope Metzen is willing to stamp his feet and, you know, set some ground rules. Do I want to buy 2 of these? Sure. Venture company, man. Regional sale value of 310. Yeah, 295 is not a deal, is it? It's just I can buy them whenever. Pump action bandage gun. I need to remove this from my TSM operation. I don't want to see this ever. But it keeps popping up and nothing on that realm. Okay. Let's log these dudes out then. Okay. Quick. Irrespective of what we said a minute ago about prospecting, let's do at least some due diligence. That's a word I can never say. Let's do a shopping scan and see if there is any value in having our dudes running some. Hang on, where's me? Oh. See if there's any value in running some prospecting in the background whilst we're doing other things. Daddy Mets, calm down. Calm down. Now to double check where the bait auctions, where the baits are. Baits are flipping everywhere, of course they are. 741. $741, $781. $931. Holy. $745. $770. Ore's even more expensive than it was yesterday. Ore's just rising in price. $9.75. Flipping hell. We're nearly hitting 10 gold plus again. Okay. Yeah, there's the slightest possibility of spinning a profit on a Kyrite quality 3 right now. Technically it's profitable up to 9 gold 71, but that's probably still a little bit risky. It's probably heavily based on what are crushed gemstones looking like this morning. Have the Russians finished listing all of their crushed gemstones yet? Holy smoke. Okay, there's lots of people in that stack because everybody's piled on. When this turned up yesterday, there was like 2 people that had 180,000 of it. There is a serious monopoly going on quality 3 crushed gemstones. Serious monopoly. Alright. Well, doesn't look like we're doing any prospecting today then. It's worth a look. Maybe then, let's have a little look at this Deadly Duos business, shall we? Ain't no daddy when he lets Mummy Ian do that add-on shit. Turf Wars. Mummy and Daddy are fighting again. Oh, God. Ian's the stepchild I never wanted. So off to boarding school he goes. Oh, no. Right, let's go figure out this Deadly Duos business then. I'm intrigued. We can tinker and... I'm probably not even going to bother trying to kill rares today. Killing rares on a Wednesday feels like mission impossible. Trying to get the damn things to spawn is borderline impossible. You mean the new time-gated content that isn't worth doing before week 3? Oh, is it Dastardly Duos? What did I call it? Oh, it is Dastardly Duos, isn't it? That's more dastardly and muttly. Let's go and have a look, shall we? See what the crack is. Oh, there's a bit of a fanfare going on. What are you saying then? Troll servant. Cowardly cheery bombs. Goblins love bombs, I get that. But does everything have to blow up? Yes. Do me a favour. In the next Dastardly Duos match you enter, find a cheery bomb inside one of the wooden tree and planter props. After you find the bomb... But before it blows up, smack it for me. Don't worry, they're cowards. Find a bomb hidden inside a dastardly prop and smack it before it blows up. You're going to get bullying, Bullhorn of Calling, summon more dastardly foes into the dome, and Master Keys. Drive a nearby unoccupied Dastardly Duos vehicle. Okay. What are you saying?
Looks like you're itching for a fight.
Who are the Dastardly Duos?
Get paid if you don't throw a few punches.
Talk to Ziggy Maru and sign up to fight the Dastardly duos. And because you're new to this, let me give you a list of dastardly tasks to do while you're in there. Beat the duos whilst finishing Vinny's tasks and then speak to Vinny Sweets. This will give us the banner and a prize purse. Contains a piece of champion gear as well as useful items for future matches.
I'm always looking for more contenders.
Okay.
You ready for our rumble?
Do either of you...
You want to compete? You know where to find me.
You were the vendor that sells something, right? Show me what you have. Are you the rewards vendor? Clearly. Oh, we can straight up buy these with resonance crystals, apparently. Although, what's the requirement? Requires completing the Defeat 2 Dastardlies achievement. Defeat 2 Dastardlies. Defeat 4. Defeat 6. Week 3's achievement. Of course, here's the time gating. And then defeat all 8 Dastardlies. Week 4 achievement. Okay.
Spirits be with you, man.
There's our weekly.
I'm on it.
Should we just give it a go?
Don't work too hard.
How we doing, Marcus? Welcome in. Good morning. Dastardly, when an American opens a British dictionary to find something fancy to describe something. Very dastardly. Oh, we have friends. AI friends?
Hey, what's the news?
Dismiss them. We got this on our own.
Time's away.
Nah, we'll take some friends. Captain Garrick's got my back. Transmog time gated worked so well on Visions. Yeah. How do we do this then? Where's the go button? Drink a dastardly potion? Oh, well, what's this? Eat a dastardly food, damage a dastardly prop, win a dastardly duos fight. Vial of healing. Did that do something? Gain 5% health every 6 seconds. Can of amps. Oh, you can only choose one of these by the looks of things. One replaces the other. Invis bottle. Well, just give me the vial of healing then. 5% health every 6 seconds. We'll take that. Eat some dastardly food. Where's the dastardly food? Over here. A beefy burger. Damage by 15. Damage taken increased by 15. Movement speed by 65%. Or give me the damage amp. Where did it go? Burger. We will heal a bit and take more damage but do more damage. That's got to be the winning combo, right? Now how do we go gadget go?
Yeah.
Do we speak to you again? No.
Quitting time.
Do we just go? Enter the dome. Does the heal pot apply to your pets? No clue. Pet do pet things though. Maybe actually Garrick do Garrick things to be more precise. Take out the trash. Kill things? Kill more things? Kill all the things. Oh my god, summon slaps. Garrick do Garrick things. Oh, what's this timer? 5 minutes. Keep the bar segments from emptying. Is this one of the bombs we gotta press? Kick a bomb, done. Alright, pew pew you. Come on, we can pull more than that. No slacking. Garrick doesn't seem to want to pull things himself, so I guess I'm going to have to do it myself. Cheery bomb cheers. What happens when we kick these? I don't know. Oh, now for the main event. Keep them from... How do I keep them from emptying?
Show the power of the arcade. Fists of flame.
Earn double points inside the circle. Pick a gear. I don't know what doing that does. I just lose interest when I hit a time-gated wall and never go back. I've found the same with visions. Not to sound like a broken record, but yeah, if they let me just run wild with visions, I'd have probably played it 5 times as much as I have so far. And I didn't do much in Orgrimmar at all last week. Because for that exact same reason, really. Like, if you're gonna... They chose to kill the momentum and kill the hype on it themselves. By trying to stretch it. I very, very rarely see time gating as a win for anybody other than the developer. Why does this have a number 5 on him? Do I just have to get these out of the way? I don't know what we have to do with these. Oh shit, I died. What killed me? Oh, I got firewalled. Unlimited range deals fire damage. Okay, I got cooked. Cooked real fast and all. Right, if you're going to do spinny things, we got to get you out of the way, because your firewall definitely hurt last time. So stop doing firewall stuff. Can I turtle it? Yeah.
Next round. These sluggers just came out of retirement. Look at that guy. They died like a bot.
Here we go again, apparently. Oh, that adds to the time. Summoned reinforcements. I don't know how I did that. Each gear grabbed doubles your time bonus. Okay. I can see where the movement speed increases becomes useful. Really do the Twilight Dev proc here, I think. Let's be nuked. What are you? Okay, that hurts, so don't stand in it. I'm more inclined to kill this lot. Okay, Garrick's dead. I have very little idea of what's going on here. I seem to be taking an offensive amount of damage, and I don't know where or why from. Why are my friends not coming back to life? Do they not come back to life? I guess they don't come back to life. Oh, they are coming back to life. Okay.
Back off, pup.
Got more points, I think, by standing in here. Garrett, do Garrett things? And dead. Defeat 4 dastardlies. Oh, now we get a okay. Total score 272,169. Base points, damage bosses, trashes, and props. We got a bonus by standing in the 2x zone. Finish the match quickly, 48,000 points with a bonus. Use gears and keep the time bars full. Okay, that was that little bar at the top then. Avoid a lot of dying. Use challenging foods. Didn't get any points for using challenging foods. Okay, 272,000. I don't know if that's good or if that's bad or what. What's in our goodie box then? Signet of Repose. 632 Warband Ring. Okay. Interesting. Is that us done now? Over 9,000, true. And that's all that matters. The weird thing is that we could have had 2 weeks of Visions grind until now, and then the Duos event until 11:17. The time gating seems totally unnecessary. Or, here's a crazy idea. Just give it to us when you've finished making it, and let us choose what we play and when we play it. Like, last time I checked, I pay a monthly subscription to have 24-hour access to this game for an entire month. Oh look, you can, you can go to the podium and it shows you your scores. 272. Move over. Oh no, shit. Jumped off the podium. Who puts a podium right next to a cliff? Oh, that's cool. It automatically puts you in the right spot. 425,000 points. Outrageous behaviour. $516,000. Ah, Boomkins are taking the piss, mate. Boomkins are taking the piss. How do I get off this? This is embarrassing. Exit.
Ever consider a career in the ring? Can't get paid if you don't throw.
Right, we get our banner and we get a prize purse, which is our piece of champion gear, apparently. Dastardly banner. Where did it go? Dastardly banner. That disappeared almost instantly. Okay. Sure. And our goodie bag contained Baroness Silverlane's locket, 645 champion piece of gear, a bullhorn of calling to summon more dastardly foes into the dome, burner clock, adds 30 seconds back to the dastardly duo's clock on a 3-minute cooldown, and 4 master keys used to drive the unoccupied dastardly duo vehicles. Okay. Where's the weak aura that puts all of these consumables in a button on the side of my screen? There's got to be one already, right, surely? Either that or Loot Fever, what you up to? Right. That's an in-arena consumable. That's an in-arena consumable. Please don't look too hard at my inventory. That's an in-arena consumable, apparently. Yeah, laser chickens dominating game modes with mass amounts of enemies at once. Who would have guessed? Yeah, just probably absolutely shredding the DPS meters the entire time. Sorry, I'm moving a finger for this trash. Good call. Good call. Right. What did you say?
Who you be? Stay away from the
Oh, we get more keys and more
beta.
horny horns.
What you want?
So now we have access to some of these cosmetic shoulders. Almost identical to what are these unique appearances? They are unique appearances as well. They look so very similar to the gold touched stuff from the Undermine. 4 different color variations, of course. Match them with your Undermine gear of choice, mount of choice. The blue ones and the black ones we get in 2 weeks' time, apparently. And then the annoyingly cool staff we get on week 4 after being able to defeat all 8 of them. Amazing shoulders, speechless at their beauty.
Be seeing ya.
Okay.
Talk to me. Spirits be with ya, man.
Looks like you're itching for a fight. You wanna
So is
compete?
that
You know where
is
to
that the
find.
event? Aren't we meant to be able to get this podium?
I hear you. We'll get it done.
Okay. I kind of think that's it. I'm almost tempted to open ATT just in sheer amazement that I think that might be it. You get the podium after diligently working away at it for 5 weeks. No. Okay. Right. Let's update add-ons and have a little quick scout through ATT, see if there is actually anything that piques our interest or whether we move on. Come on, load. Oh, why's my... I haven't updated that document for a while, but this week or is on it, by the way. Okay, Craft Scan doesn't want to update for some reason, but sure. We do a reload, we'll have a look at ATT, see if there's anything hidden in this that is worth paying attention to. In fact, there's probably a full Wowhead article on it, isn't there, somewhere? That's visions. Flipping targeted ads, man. Can you tell what I've been looking at? Can you tell what I've been looking at recently? After our recent power cut fiasco the other day. And of course, an SM7B, because I'm
Let's make
literally
sweet
streamer.
profit together.
Oh, Fappy with the gifteds. With the gifted 5. Thank you, my man. Appreciate that a lot. Thank you, thank you. Danger Mouse, Cop,
Your wallet?
Nine
Just glad
Tails,
to see me.
Both,
I hope.
Anyface, Nidonix. Congratulations on your gifted subs. Make sure to send Fat Fuck Fappy a thanks. Oh, some people and their names on Twitch. This platform makes me giggle. But thank you very much, my man. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you.
Is that your wallet? Are you just glad to see
Cosmetic rewards at Renown 15. Cheese. Void Panther and the Shadow Worm available. Here we go. Blizzard's official preview of the Dastardly Duos event and rewards.
Is that your wallet? Are you just glad to see me? Both, I hope.
Can I view the original minus all of Wowhead's advertising? Okay. Dash into the demolition dome for Dastardly Duos or battle solo or rally your allies for mega mayhem against villainous menaces from Azeroth's past. Thrilling battles and exclusive rewards await. Oh, there's an actual trailer for it. How did I not know this? From June the 3rd through till July the 14th, so it is actually time limited. Queue up solo or with a group of friends at one of the 3 different locations, and it is a level 80 only system. Let me think bigger. Eaton 93.95. That's probably one of their like $10,000 power your house systems, isn't it? Maybe when I put solar panels on the roof, we'll attach a big stinking battery to it at the same time, but let me turn the tunes down just real quickly. Let's also make sure that you guys can hear this if necessary. Whoa!
Now for the main event.
Iconic bosses of the past. Oh, that was it. Oh, okay. Sure. Steel your nerves and begin your adventure by visiting an event hub. We've done that. I'm desperately trying to find out if there's more to this than what it presents at face value, because if that little arena thing was literally it might be something I do once or twice and that'll be it. 4 available bosses storm the stage in week 1, with more joining the madness each week, culminating in a full roster of 10 chaotic boss encounters before the event ends. With new bosses being added, the pool of possibilities is endless. More bosses means more points, and the more points you earn in combat, the higher your chances of taking your place on the podium. No matter where you place, the prize chest at the end of the Dastardly Duos match is yours and contains Warbound, veteran track gear, and other awards to go along with your bragging rights. Diving into the Dastardly Dome solo or with less than 5 in your group, volunteer NPCs will automatically fill in to help. That is unless you're trying for a more challenging fight to earn those sweet points. Then you can dismiss them. Vinny Sweet's weekly quest with rough housing rewards. Each week during the event, Vinny will dole out a fresh quest starting with Who Are the Dastardly Duos for a sweet Dastardly prize purse containing a champion track piece of gear and the Dastardly banner toy. New rewards are available each week. Oh, those are not words I want to hear, Blizzard. Continue to earn a Dastardly prize purse and new loot upon completion of the latest weekly quest, like the illustrious winner's podium toy and the spicy mean ball bag pet. What? What? You can even ride atop the coveted Tyrannotaur's treat mount from the They've Heard You quest on week 4. Oh, this is just come back in 4 weeks and do it then, isn't it? This is ignore it for 4 weeks. This is just a... Oh, God. This is another ignore it for 3 weeks and come back at the end. So you can actually play the game mode to its full. You get the banner at week 1, the winner's podium next week, the pet on week 3, and the mount on week 4. Okay. Buff up before your battle. Before you start the fight, be sure to fill up on food and drink and buffs from the craft service table. Woden the troll servant wears many hats and also serves as a reward vendor or the drinks shelf. We found the beef burger. Hearty haunch. Physical damage taken reduced by 80%. Magical damage taken reduced by 40. Damage done reduced by 40. Threat generation increased by 600%. So that's basically designed for one of you or your friend to become the tank, even if they're not a tank spec, I guess. Vial of healing, bottle of invis, speed by 50%, sure. Foods that can increase the challenge to boost your score whilst in the zone is a shrimpy fish. Decreases damage done by 40%, but decrease the damage done by 40%. Increases damage taken by 40%. You do 40% less damage and you take 40% more damage? Oh, but a kill and survival 2x bonus. Okay. Yin and yang fish. And the challenging hot dog gives 2 times kill and survival bonus, but sometimes you get gassy. Okay. Up the ante to intensify the fight. A regular run of the Dastardly Duos delivers 2 bosses at once in each wave, but during the fight, right-click a cherry bomb to place a green target on the ground. Defeat any bosses or other mobs in that ring to earn double score. Are you going to defeat them in the ring? Okay, I was standing in the ring, but I clearly wasn't defeating them in the ring. Defeat any bosses or other mobs in that ring to earn double the score. Other items to help earn more points include the burner clock, which adds 30 seconds to the clock. The big burner clock that adds 60 seconds to it. Starting in week 3, you can use the Horn of Calling to summon an additional boss, but be careful. Oh, so these things that we've got now, and was one of the rewards for doing the quest this week, apparently we can't use these for 2 weeks? Doesn't say that. Starting week 3, you can use the Horn of Calling to summon an additional boss. Oh, okay. But be careful if a member of your party simultaneously blows their horn. The chaos could be catastrophic with 3 or more bosses at the same time. Okay. Catapult yourself into the chaos of the Demolition Dome now. We look forward to seeing you deliver your best during Dastardly Duos. What a steaming pile. Let me give it one more go. Let me... Did I get ATT? I did get ATT. Can we do a mini list for this? I want to see if there really is anything else hidden behind the scenes on this. Where's it going to be? There isn't a category for it just yet. I wish there was a search feature within all the things. Holiday event? No. Oh, Dastardly Duos. It's in holiday events. Mini list. So what we got going on here? Dastardly Invitation. Oh, that turns up in the mailbox. I've missed that. Boot Hill. Your Dastardly Duos group created enough tombstones for 2 graveyards. Create 30 tombstones in 1 match. I don't know what making tombstones means. Does that mean die 30 times in a single match? Is that what that means? Bullhorn of Plenty. Call out more enemies. More. Your party uses the Bullhorn of Calling 5 times during a match. 10 times during a match. Or 15 times during a match. Well, we can't do those for a while anyway, because apparently we're not allowed to use the damn thing until week 3 anyway. Dastardly Duo's weekly high score. Gain a new high score each week. Week 1, score target. Week 2, score target. Week 3, 4, 5, 6, score target. I'm going to assume that this isn't even here for 6 weeks. I'm going to assume a lot of this is PTR stuff. I didn't even think this is here for 6 weeks. This seems to be a 4-week event. From June the 3rd through till July the 14th. No, technically it is here for 6 weeks. Okay. 300,000 is the week 1 score target. Achievements, world events, Dastardly Duos. World events, Dastardly Duos. Gain a new high score. Draw extra cheers from the crowd. Cherry bombs collect more cheers near you. Speak to Vinny Sweets about being famous. Vinny Sweets. I want to be famous. If you get a high enough score, you pay me a little, then fame is in your future. Now make me famous, pay 100 gold.
Can't get paid if you don't throw a few punches.
Sure. Okay. just buy achievements now. Wow. Wow, I really earned that one. Okay. Get a new high score each week. Give the set workers job security. Workers hide extra presents inside one of the Dastardly Duo props. Seven out of 10. Oh, you just got to destroy the props. Oh, well, we'll probably get that on our next run then. Gain and upgrade your podium. Well, apparently we get that next week. Summon the winner's podium. Gain measure. Highest score, average item level. Scrappy. Yards moved last game. Current survival run length. Time in spotlight last game. The scrappiest. Longest time in the spotlight. Longest survival run. Most yards traveled. Does this mean like survival run? Does this mean there's going to be a... Or there's meant to be a, like an endless version of this, maybe? Die 3 times in a duos match and then win. Oh, well, we can do that one. The fans love you and want to see you succeed. Gain higher scores when you don't die in the Dastardly Duo matches. Earn the duo's underdog achievement first. And then speak to Vinny Sweets about duo darlings. I like that the achievements are actually giving you some indication of how you get it, mind. That's a nice touch that they don't always do. Collect their gears to prove it. Collect two out of 2 collect gears from damaged bosses. 5 out of 5, 7 out of 10. And then collect 20 of them. Is that in one run or is that just cumulatively? Defeat at least 6 bosses. How have I not defeated any boss? Didn't I just win one? Which meant I killed 4 bosses? No? Keep things moving, build momentum, walk 1,000 yards during a match, walk 2,000, 4,000. They really are scraping the barrel for some of these achievements, aren't they? You somehow snatch victory from dastardly clutches. Finish a duos match without dying. Finish 2 matches in a row without dying. Finish 3 in a row without dying. Okay. And then Bullhorn of Plenty, which is actually a stacking one. Okay. I don't like that noise. Why did something on my computer just go boing? What's this? Windows security, something or other. I don't like those noises. Okay. If it's like Bumblebee of Season 1, you just need to do 1 dungeon run with 5 accounts to bug the achievement and you'll get it day 1. It was counting multiple weeks of progress because of more accounts, but maybe they fixed it. Oh yeah, the turbulent time waves thing. Yeah. Yeah, you could cheese it and get it week 1 if you had multi-accounts. 500 points for like one shitty event versus the 25 points for Glory of the Raider. yeah, when you balance it out that you could kill every boss on Mythic and get 25 points. Congratulations. Or you could buy 10 points for 100 gold. Okay. I'm more intrigued if there's like place a winner's podium and show off your item level. Oh, we don't get the winner's podium till next week, do we? So we can't do any of this. Prize chest, podium upgrades. We get the upgrades to our podium from the prize chests. And then the vendor stuff is just the shoulder pieces and the one staff that we've determined is all very time gated as well.
You ready for our rumble?
I'm going to do another quick... Wait, how do I do it? I'm going to do another quick run just to see if it's something that's actually enjoyable once I have a rough understanding of what the hell's going on. So why can't I eat the hog of ham thing? I can only seem to take some of the foods. No doubt they're time gated as well, right? Your maximum item level is 619 for this match. Oh, they've normalised gear. Oh, I didn't even realise that. I didn't even realise gear's normalised in here. Oh, I wonder if that... Have I got any Lobby level piece of rubbish that I can equip? Just to see if it works the other way around as well. Is it pulling item levels up as well as pushing item levels down? Where's like my Dalaran ring, for example? Ruined Band of the Kirin Tor, item level 35. Oh, there's going to be some wacky builds for this. It's normalizing gear. It's pulling everything up as well as pushing everything down. Okay. What crazy combinations can we think of to completely break this then? What random what do like Hearts of Azeroth and this is where you want full time walking gear on it, isn't it? Azerite gear is going to do some ludicrous stuff, surely, yeah. I need to go dig out my Heart of Azeroth or something. Interesting. Some old school Legos. Go dig out our old Legos. Okay, there's going to be some absolutely ludicrously broken builds for this then, potentially.
How you doing, pal?
If you really are
Quitting time.
going for bragging rights. Let's just give it a go.
Hey, what's this? Fans in the ring without any tickets? Kick 'em out!
Let's just see if we can beat our last score now that I roughly know what the crack is with this. What was that? Inside connection. Oh, destroy props. Yeah, some of these are just going to accidentally happen anyway, aren't they? So it looks like once we clear out all of this initial trash, does then that spawn the first of the bosses? So now we can fight you in here. Pull you in here. No, no, no. Over here, fellas. I tried to pull you over here deliberately. Baron, Silverlane, and Grub Tok. I did think, you know, when I was doing this that my DPS felt low. I totally didn't clock that it's totally didn't clock that it normalizes your gear. How we doing, Zika? Welcome in. Is that Schindler? Don't go making any lists, my man. Heart of Azeroth stamina scaling is busted. It gives me more stamina than the current season's champion neck. Might be broken here as well. Oh yeah, if they're normalizing gear, you bet your ass there is something hella broken about it. It's just figuring out what that broken thing is. No, defeat them in the circle. Kill the zapper, kill the zapper. Can we bring you over here, please, fellas?
And they're down. But that's just half the fun. Round two.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
Oh, Lord Walden is here to play, apparently. Can we kill this dude? Please, game.
Back off, pup.
Okay, apparently not. Maybe this is where bringing some friends and coordinating might help to boost the score.
Look at that kill. They died like a bot.
Oh, let's grab some of these then. Pet's dead.
Heal me! Quickly!
Is Garrett going to come back anytime soon? I don't have pet do pet things button even. Right, divert divert the attention onto somebody else real fast.
Much too easy.
Okay. Oh, the whole team died. I think the whole team was meant to die. Okay, well maybe they do. Come here, Walden. Come here, you. Whoa, what the hell's going on here?
Quickly!
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. At the moment, I'm not sure I really get this event. I absolutely 100% don't understand why they've chosen to time gate this again. Oh, we won again. Did we beat our score? I don't think we did because we died again, didn't we? It is a 632 piece of gear every single run, though. Unironically, could be a semi-reliable way of absolutely blasting the gear on the ults. It's probably not that fast. It's probably not that fast, but I wonder, do you have to win? I guess you have, or do you just have to run the clock? Because what if the timer ends? Could I farm Warbound gear with 5 of my accounts? Yeah, you're thinking exactly the same as I'm thinking. Can I just bring 5 level 80s in here? 5 level 80s in here, and then just run the clock and get 5 pieces of Warbound gear every 5 minutes by just running the clock on them? Is that possible? Power Zerg, the gearing on all of them, maybe. I mean, there's only one way to find out, really, isn't there? Nightfall event times 5, still way faster. But the Nightfall event's only on every hour. This is instance and I can queue for it. Vision carry also faster. I'm just wondering if it... Oh, has Craft Sim been updated? There is a new update to Craft Sim. Do I even need to
Hey,
go
what's
get
the
them?
news?
Can I just do it from here?
See ya.
You only need to be there for the boss kills. Can kill multiple times if in different phases. Got like 20 bits of gear last time I did it with some good phasing. Let's just leave these dudes here, see what happens.
Hello, my fans! Who's ready for a rumble at the Dastardly Dome?
Right, let's go. Let's see what happens. Do you take durability damage in here? That's the question. Doesn't look like you take durability damage either. Need to remember this is also not... this is not a delve, meaning I do not have brand to save my ass. Is there an achievement for dying 500 times? 4 minutes. This is some weird arbitrary requirement to kill at least one boss or something. Oh yeah, pet do pet things. Definitely not taking durability damage, good. Seems like it scales up significantly. Well, my gear's normalized to 619, so I'm kind of half not used to having such shitty gear. Oh, are these these gravestones? Wasn't there an achievement for having 30 gravestones in a run? I'm pretty sure there was. 4. Oh, mate, I'm just going to suicide 30 times, get the achievement. I'm pretty sure it was 30 times. Unironically, actually, suiciding 30 times might actually be a... Can I bring everybody in? I haven't set up follow macros on any of these dudes, but... How many deaths is that? Right, let's go again. What an what a ridiculous system. Oh, the death count seems to be individual. Or maybe the total death count counts. How long have we got left? 35 seconds. We get one more death run in. Probably not. Oh, it looks like the clock's over. Oh. Worse yet, there doesn't seem to be a clock anymore. Do we actually need to clear the room? Okay. Look at all the gravestones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Have we stacked that side as well? I'm going to do another death run just to make sure we fully stacked the kills. And then I'll slowly finish it. I think. We'll see. This is by no means a quick way to get gear, though. This is actually ridiculous. Oh yeah, shit, I'm meant to be dying, aren't I? Yeah, there's not enough deaths, so there's not enough gravestones over there yet. I think we need 30. Oh yeah, kill all trash, the banner's saying, look. The balloon thing that's floating around is roughly telling me what I'm meant to be doing. Kill all trash. Kill all trash to summon bosses. Right, that's got to be 30 deaths now, surely. Let's kill all the trash then. Okay, this isn't as easy as it looks. Keeps turning growl off on my pet, which is also slightly frustrating. And it keeps killing my pet. Yeah, we're not going to be doing much of this. I can say that for a fact. Oh my god, my pet just gets melted.
So much for the riprap. Let's
So now for the main event.
contenders out here.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
Plutarch showed the power of the arcade.
Yeah, I'm relatively safe in saying that 5-boxing this for some easy gear isn't really a thing. Ah, they're all here, look. Oh, okay. You're gonna... And they just get, like, hard one-shot. Yeah, this ain't gonna work, is it? You're gonna run away now. Oh, no, okay. I respawned and it instantly aggroes my ass. Okay, so I'd actually have to then defeat at least 2 of the bosses to get the reward chest at the end by the looks of things. Which, with 2 of them on me, is not happening. Yeah, that's a no-go. That's a no-go. We ain't cheesing this for some easy gear. Do they come running after me the second I spawn? Out of curiosity. You respawn and they literally jump on your ass.
Gonna enjoy this.
In other words, meaning that is your only option. Is to piece the fuck out. Can't do that whilst dead. Oh, for flipping hell's sake. Okay. We'll ignore that one. We'll ignore that side of things. Right, Dastardly Duos, congratulations, but nah, you're alright. We'll pass on that one, I think. Leveling alts is faster this week. Yeah, we got TBC time walking, don't we? TBC time walking and leveling is probably going to be my main focus this week, I suspect. Let's then, out of curiosity, let me load up. Oh, sub expired. Whoops. I think I've got a token on one of my accounts somewhere. Right, you guys are level 80. Use token. Yeah, sure, go. Duo's not worth looking into. Looked kind of dumb to me. Yeah, feels kind of dumb too. It's one of those that, like, it's a mini game. There's not much to it though. It might be fun to compete against guild members or something to see if you can get the biggest score, but I'm not really about that, to be too honest. Right, let's see if oh no, shit, I need to log out. Otherwise it goes all horribly wrong. Complete 5 time walking dungeons for a bag of goodies. Okay. Now, I'm quite aware that there is some absolutely filthy, ludicrous skips that can be done in time walking for TBC. But I'm yet to investigate what those are, or whether I actually want to, or whether they are too close to clever use of player mechanics for my liking. But let's just see what the end of dungeon experience is looking like. Okay, that's relatively quick and easy. It's going to take me a minute to remember how to play Demon Hunter as well, to be honest. I'm cautiously not pulling the entire place as well, because I also kind of can't remember how much we can kill. Whether we are squishy or whether we are still just straight up hardcore immortal. Where's the big dude? Come on. Oh no, we gotta... Yeah, okay. Gotta kill the waves before these dudes turn up. Where's the next wave? Or was that it? Boss time. No twink nerf yet. No. I'm going to be brutally honest. I don't think there really is much of a twink nerf as well. They're increasing the health of stuff, which will mean it will just take slightly longer for shit to die, but there was no indication that they've increased the damage that anything does. So twinks are still just going to stroll through. It's just, it might double the time to kill. I don't know. A few people that looked at the PTR for the change were like, it's a bit of a... Not a lot's really changing. But I haven't looked at it myself. Stunned? And nobody wants stuns. You fool! He'll kill us all! I don't think I will. Or maybe I will. $132,000 experience. So yeah, it's seemingly about the same as the classic equivalent. This one random dude is still like low level. He's a level and a half behind somehow. I also assume that some of these dungeons are faster and easier than others. Blood Furnace felt like quite a slow one. That said, this whole area looks like somewhere you can probably pull it all, and the dudes get experience from this whole area because it's close enough to the start. Although it's still usually, or at least I did find this when it was classic time walking, it was still better to just go for the end of the dungeon experience bonus than faff around doing half of this. Is this motes of mana in here, by the way? Is this what we're getting? Primal mana is hard to farm for these days, I think. Might be wrong. Maybe this is another just run to the end situation. Just leg it. Is that the play? Can't see because of these big fat bog giants. All up in my face. If in doubt, pull more. How do we summon this dude? There we go. Was that the right one? Can we get down there yet? Or can we just jump down there straight away? You lot are dead. Does this mean we can just hop straight down here anyway? Oh, yeah. Maybe this one is just a running simulator. Maybe we just have to leg it to the end. Don't these put you to sleep? I have a sneaky suspicion these things put you to sleep. Oh, I'm stuck on a rock. Which way is it? This way? You the boss? Black Stalker, yeah. It's been a while since I've been in these dungeons, you know. Ta-da. Investigating some of the skips might be useful. Because even this one, even just legging it, was quite slow. I do feel... Well, we got to get this dude to level 80. We can't leave him at 79. What do you do when cartel chips are simming as a downgrade? Ignore them. Flat out ignore them. The screaming and shouting about them not being catch-up for the cartel chips is also quite amusing to me. I mean, I get it, but it's amusing because, once again, it clearly goes to show that most people don't realise what the system is. That it's not a the cartel chips were not a catch-up system and were not designed as one. But... because if you don't do the quests that, you know... there's no catch-up for the cartel chips because they're a bad luck protection system. You don't have anything to protect against if you weren't killing the bosses in the first place. But that's a concept that is probably not a very favourable opinion. Because people think it's a catch-up system. And Blizzard haven't done a very good job of telling people that it's not a catch-up system. But the reality is it's still a shit system. So, still a bit shit. Can we go... oh, we've got to kill you. These, I was kind of informed that TBC Time Walking was the god tier expansion for this kind of stuff. And it kind of feels speedy-ish, but it also only really seems to feel speedy if you're using the slightly questionable skips. I know there's like sub 1 minute runs of these places if you use the skips, but if you actually run the dungeon, classic dungeons still also feel pretty fast. I haven't timed it though. Here, come here, stupid, come here. I don't know what I'm doing at this part. Half of my dudes have died. Why have half of my dudes died? Why is everybody dying? Why is everybody here in the first place? I'm confused. Why was everybody here in the first place? Oh, you still get your experience either way. Phoenix hatchling? Don't mind if I do. Those can't be worth more than pennies these days though, right? Surely. Oh, is it the boss that pulls them in? Okay. I wasn't expecting that. Okay. Where's Hellfire Ramparts? Give me Hellfire Ramparts. That's a fast one. Manitoons. Oh, stuns. Ooh, we don't want no stuns. TBC is great if you use the skips. I just wouldn't stream it. Yeah, I'm not overly convinced that they're not a little bit too much like clever use of game mechanics. It feels a lot of the skips for these dungeons feel a little bit exploity, which is what I'm worried about. Which also kind of leads me to say that for the record, I'm just not going to do them. Can we get through here without killing this dude? I guess we can. The silences in here are starting to get a little bit scary. I think we might need to kill a few things. These silences are going to cause me a problem when I stop. Oh, damn, I didn't realise there's fears as well. This is a problem. I died. Okay. Maybe I do need to kill a little bit as we go in this one. How many have you boosted so far? I'm just practicing now. I'm just getting a lay of the land. The raid goes super fast if you get in a skip group and it's a free hero piece. Yeah, TBC time walking usually gives you a reasonable piece of gear. My main character doesn't really need any gear though. And I'm not about to start leveling up, gearing up alts particularly high. Are you considered a boss? You're a boss, aren't you? Maybe we'll pull these lot round here. Make sure we don't get too eaten alive. I don't know who it is that's that was causing those stuns and fears and weird and wacky stuff, but I'd rather it not happen. Night Elf can shadow meld, which is good. Yeah, I'm not a Night Elf, unfortunately. Wasn't really something I thought of too much when making the character. Right, some of these sons of bitches are doing the fears and stuff, so you gotta go. Friendly with the consortium. Gaining rep all the time, apparently. Corium vein. Money in them there hills. Oh, flipping silenced again. Oh, come on. Like a tiddly bit of a bar left. Is it the Void Boys that are doing all the stuns and the site? Yeah, it clearly is. They need to get squished. Okay. One more in this team will then finish off, all being 80. Wouldn't be a bad idea to hop on the carousel if you're spamming the dungeons. Yeah, Dark Moon being up, not a bad idea to hop on, get that 10% buff. I've also still got boatloads of these 10% experience bottles that I can distribute around when we are pushing a team. I'm just kind of getting this first team finished, and then we'll see how much of this I have the effort to do. Oh, have I got to kill somebody before I can get through here? Okay. Well, whoever you are, wherever you are, come to me. Who have we got to kill where? Where's it? It must be you then, right? No? Hello? Why can't I go through the door? Oh, it's the slime thing. Yeah, okay. Ignore me. My lack of game knowledge is showing. Oh yeah, and then these dudes, it's up here as well, isn't it? Oh no, this slow is gross. We need that not to be a thing. I guess I have to kill you before you open the doors. You open a door. How many time walking badges has this dude got so far? $6,500. That's probably more than the rest of my account combined. Can we catch him up? I'm hoping we can just take all of these. We just see how far we can get before something stops us and kills us. And if nothing stops us and kills us, then it's GG. I seem to remember you do a stun, though. Not today. Something's putting a pretty aggressive slow on me, though. Why can't I move? Why can't I go up there? Isn't this sort of boosting going away? I think there's a bit of... I think this is one of those relatively large misconceptions. I don't think this is really going away in any way, shape, or form. Blizzard's exact words were they were increasing the health of the mobs in time walking dungeons. They didn't actually at any point use the word increasing difficulty. Increasing health is not necessarily increasing difficulty. It's going to increase the amount of time it takes you to do each run. But I don't think they in any way have made... They've just made everything into bullet sponges. So it takes longer to kill. But the theory being is that if nothing kills you anyway, and you're just running to the end boss and killing the end boss, then it might take you a little bit longer. But overall, I don't think it's really going to change anything. It's certainly not going to dramatically affect it that much, I don't think. But I don't know. By that point, hopefully by the end of this week, all of my teams will be level 80 anyway, and I won't care. There we go. So, whatever the ultimate outcome, if I can utilize it while it's still about, I'll do so. Right, that team's level 80. And due to the Mechanica farm over the last few weeks, a lot of my dudes are like in the mid-level 70s already, so actually getting them to 80 is just like finishing the journey on them a lot, so it's not going to be a full 70 to 80 grind on all of them. Right, whilst those guys log out, I'm going to take a quick break for 2 minutes. Quick bathroom break, grab a drink, I'll be back in 2. Oh, okay. Right, next team, I suppose. This team's already starting off at level 77, so 77, 76, 76, 77. So only a few levels needed on these dudes. You remembering the 10% XP pots? Sometimes. Sometimes. Let's quickly, before we... Are they all logged in? They all logged in. All expired. And all sold. Take expireds and sold out of the mailboxes before we go anywhere. Expired, sold, and bought, I suppose, would probably be best to take out. Expired. Actually, let's just do a post scan on these quickly first. Did I not do a post scan? Or was there nothing to post? Nothing to post. Oh, it wasn't posting because it was running a sniper scan. What? Stupid game. Give that a second to run. Is the Demon Hunter capped at 70? Yeah, because this account doesn't have the War Within. So 70 is the highest level it can get. Meeting's all done for the next 2 hours. Good stuff. Killing those rares would get you to 80. The rares in the Undermine will slowly but surely level my dudes up to 80 anyway. Yeah, without question. In only a month or so, they've gone from like 70 to like 73, 74. So they would absolutely get to 80 anyway. So in a way, this process this week is kind of not necessary. But my take on it is that this is such a good opportunity to push them to 80. I might as well do it. Mark of the Ancient Priestess. 150 gold, why not? Dalaran portal thing. These are better than that often, but we will take one. There's an asset advocator over here for 1 million gold. Sold one of those for 1.2 million yesterday. The Count, that's a pet, 300 gold for a random ass pet. Probably buy 2 of them. Power module. Isn't this for part of making the... Isn't this for part of making the auction house? Signet of Traitor. Random ring. Nobody really buys low-level rings, but apparently they do. Not very often, though. It's still an easy flip. Blackwater Keg Mover. No, we ain't buying one of those. Bobfish, Flipper Fish. We said those are unique items that I'm just going to basically ignore because they were a pain in the ass to deal with. Goggles. Northrend Engineer requires. Cheap enough. Right. Oh, hang on, what's this one? Adrestia's been clipping me again. I refuse to bend the knee to stupidity. Yeah, we're not bending the knee to no stupidities. Absolutely not. Right, where are we at? The Underbog. Oh, this one again, okay. This one didn't seem to do anything particularly tragic to me. So maybe we can just run this one and see what happens. Doing a little bit of ticking damage with Immolation Aura as we go. Bit of Pedro to pump us on. There's probably also clever Demon Hunter ways to get places, like hopping straight over there, I reckon. Even sort of more legitimate skips rather than hopping through wall level skips, I would guess. But we'll do it legitimately for now. Playing Pedro not having a raccoon emote. I know. We should have a spinning Pedro or something. I think Bear has one, by the way. A Pedro that just spins. Can I just hop straight here? See ya. See ya later, suckers. To the right. I had this playing on my theatre system the other day. The entire studio was shaking. When you crank the bass on this one, this is just filthy track. Oh wait, hang on. These dudes are getting experience from all of this. Oh, this is cheat modes. Oh, because it wraps right back round to where the beginning is. So if I pull the entire dungeon to here... Ha! Lol, okay. That's worth remembering. Is that, that TwitchCon hype emote? Is that extra Emily in that? I think it is, isn't it? Yeah. That's an official Twitch one, isn't it? Blood Furnace again. Be nice to get Hellfire Ramparts. That's the quick one. Isn't that where the level 20 twinks kind of shine? Because they don't actually have the full pool of dungeons, do they? They only have like a handful of like 3 or 4 different ones, and one of them's Hellfire Ramparts, which is just like so fast, it's just disgusting. Oh, is Ramparts not in Time Walking? Oh, maybe I've misunderstood that then. Oh, okay, something's stunning me. I don't like it when things are stunning. That means you've got to die if you're causing stuns. Mana tomes might be the fastest. Yeah, none of these actually feel like broken level fast. But at the same time, they're not overly difficult dungeons either, so... And I think, if I'm right in saying, that because the world drop patterns for Burning Crusade can drop from these dungeons as well, that if I actually remember to kill things and loot things occasionally, there's a good chance for a few stray recipes from time to time also. It's also a good week to maybe be checking the servers and adding to my flipping list some of the TBC recipes. Because there's a possibility, because of this, you'll get some incredibly cheap deals on them when people post them at incorrect prices. Was the last one here. I don't like it in classic time walking when they basically go straight to the end boss where I need Mog from the others. Yeah, I know it's a constant battle between should people blast these dungeons or not, but maybe it'll be a little bit more straightforward when they make the adjustments in the next patch. But the significant issue with time walking these days is it is just used as an absolute alt zerg leveling system. And so anything outside of that, you're likely to not find, you know, when 4 of the 5 party members that have queued into it are looking for that zug. My opinion, even though it's a bit of a harsh reality, is that the 5th person should just deal with it, because the majority of the group is there to kill the final boss and to get the big boost of experience. If that's why the majority of the group is there, more of a put it to a consensus. Do we go slow and kill every boss, or do we run to the last boss and nuke him down and then rinse and repeat? That's why it's a bit of a contentious subject. I get the opinion of both, but the fact that there are, well, from an ATT everything perspective, yes, you do need, there are specific, you do have to collect things specifically from time walking, but if you are just looking for appearances, I'm led to believe that time walking doesn't have any unique appearances, am I right? Or is it just if you're arbitrarily trying to make sure that every box is ticked in your ATT? Oh, it does have unique stuff, but probably just recolors. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, that's gross then. It's already bad enough having to do some of these old dungeons on different difficulties for different recolors. I didn't realise they added bonus recolors for time walking. I might be mistaken on that one then. I don't have ATT on these characters because it's a bit of a hefty add-on. I only switch it on when I absolutely need to. Okay, this is still close enough to the beginning that the dudes actually get experience in this as well. So it's not a terrible idea to clean the room here. This dude is probably a little bit too far, but we need to kill him to get through the door anyway. Yeah, no experience being gained by the bonus fellas here. $78, $77, $77, $77. I haven't actually been tracking just how fast these are gaining experience. Time this level 9 minutes. Okay, it doesn't seem to be super duper mega fast. Oh, but the 70 to 80 grind never is. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if we can keep it to like 5 minutes a level on the bonus dudes, it adds up. Adds up fast enough. Oh, charmed. Oh, we definitely don't like any of that. We're not having any of that game. I'm already charming enough. Self-proclaimed, of course, but... Oh, stunned. Right, when does he do his ping me up in the air business? I need to kill him before that. Is he dead? Did we win? Ta-da! Okay, that place is not too bad. We can live with that place. And these players might as well loot all of this anyway if they get pulled in. Oh, I've just realised I kind of almost don't want to be looting on a lot of them, thinking about it. It's just more inventory to have to clear out and clean. Oh, we'll worry about that when they're done. Soloing Tolbarad. Did we talk about this the other way? You have to be the only one to queue into it, and then you get like a solo version of Tolbarad or something. I have faint memories of that place, but they are just that, very faint. Like I said, I remember killing that place for crocodile skin more than anything else, which would have been savage leather? Maybe? There's also a fox mount from there, is there not? Which is an actually really cool looking mount. Was it called the fox kit mount or something? Was it a mount or was it a pet? I remember there was a cool looking fox from there back in the day. Looks like my dog. This one that you can just about see behind the Spotify tooltip thing. Tooltip overlay. Was it a pet? A fox pet or something? I think that's still one I might need, you know. Unless it's one that you've been able to buy over the years. I might have just bought it. The Barradon Fox. Yeah, now we're cooking. I remember that thing. He was quite cool looking. Oh, we could only buy it with the daily tokens. No, I'm pretty sure I remember something from Oh, I died. That's what happens when I read chat. I vaguely remember there being some, like, rare you had to kill or something that gave you... Maybe it was a mount then. Hang on. What am I talking about here? How do you spell Tolbarad? Something like that. There's the Spectral Wolf, which is actually hella cool, by the way. Hell Screams Reach Exalted, 165 Tolbarad commendations. No, it wasn't these. Maybe it was a pet then. Oh, no, it is the Fox kit. You're all absolutely right. It's this dude. Drops from the Baradin Fox. But yes, is still one of a handful of not many pets I don't own. Right, let's not balls this up second time, shall we? This is not quick leveling when I keep cocking it up. That said, I don't really know what killed me, other than me forgetting to press buttons. Now, these voidy boys were the annoying ones, weren't they? So let's make sure we kill the voidy boys. Especially if you're going to spawn friends. Stop spawning friends, holy. I'm not alone in Tolbarad, there is alliance claiming the back buildings. Oh, invaders. You are not alone. Well, I'll probably get back into Tolbarad maybe the day that we get Cataclysm Time Walking. Cataclysm Remix, sorry. That'll probably be the next time I get anywhere near Tolbarad. Okay, some dudes are silencing me again. I definitely don't like Mana Tombs, you know. Somebody was saying Mana Tombs was fast. I don't think I agree. There's already shit in here I really don't like. Maybe I'll figure out a way to make it feel less annoying. Or I'll actually do the proper thing and, you know, properly enchant and gem my gear, so I just kills things faster, but... yeah, because this is a problem. Stupid. It's like the second time I've died in here. This is why we don't do this sort of stuff on stream. Can I not, like, hoppity up there? Surely there's some Demon Hunter hacks up there. There's got to be some Demon Hunter hoppity skippity hacks to get up there. Like, legit ones, though. I actually don't know where I'm going. Oh, through here. Single down the Void Boys and then move on. Yeah, that's probably the play. I'm pretty sure it's them that were stun locking me. Well, abilities you have talented that you never use. Oh, probably. I am in no way, shape, or form a good demon hunter. I don't know what half my buttons are, to be honest. I just kind of YOLO it. Hey, one button macro for the win will be good for this. So I don't have to learn the class. Yes, and the unironics of making the game dumb level easy from an entry level perspective means I will probably cheese it even more. Okay, third time lucky. The one that looks like a dagger with purple on the right hand side. Both strong AoE. Oh, Essence Break, yeah. Slash all enemies in front of you for a shitload. Yeah, I definitely don't press all the buttons I have available to me. I know that for a fact. It's more of a case of run fast and don't die is my main prerogative, but I'm equally not very good at that. Can we skip you completely? Can't see my own dude. I reckon there's a hoppity skip opportunity here and all. Unless there's an invisible wall. Okay, maybe not. Nobody saw that, right? Secondly, if you do a dumb, how the hell do you undumb the dumb? Oh, is this back at the entrance? Ooh. Okay, maybe we won't do that again. We'll keep the parkour to a minimums. Everything all the way up and die. There we go. Is this a boss, dude? I think maybe. Well, that quote-unquote skip didn't save us any time. Yeah, we've been level 78 for 16 minutes on these other dudes right now, so it's clearly not, with all of my failings to stay alive, it's clearly not exactly super speedy. But the fact that we're doing it 4 in 1, 4 at the same time, still makes it incredibly competitive. That's A level every 4 minutes. Even with a poor performance. Here you walk along the sides, and you can just skip the boss. Can you? Like I say, I'll look into some of the shenanigans, because I'm very aware there's lots of them. Some of them are more legit than others. I mean, for starters, I'm not even using the flipping bonefish things. There's lots of things I could and should be doing here that I'm not. I've even got the damn things in my bag, I just forget to use them. Good feeling once they're all level 80. Yeah. Once the job is done, like I said, I've said this from the very beginning, it's kind of weird that there's no real strong need for them to actually all be level 80. It's just kind of one of those, it'd be cool if they were sort of thing. Oh, Botanica. Wait, hang on, we haven't been here yet. This is bot heaven. This is where all the bots live, or used to live, or probably still do live. I don't know. I mean, the hint is literally in the name as well, which is, there's a sense of irony about that. Now, if bots can run this place, surely I can run it. I have no idea where the bosses are. You're a boss, aren't you? Oh, that's an invisible wall. You another boss? I think you are, aren't you? Stop stunning me! What? How am I still getting stunned after I've killed you all? Stupid seeds. Quick and easy enough. Aren't you a boss? Oh, doesn't actually look like we need to kill you though. Oh, flipping rooted. Alright, maybe we do. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? No. You wanna... Where'd the bot... Huh? I'm so bad at this game sometimes. I think he ports back to his little platform at one point. Warp Splinter. Stuns all over the shop. $79. Okay, we're on the home straight on these dudes. On the home straight. Gonna have to try and figure out some stuff to actually properly make use of all these level 80s once we've got them though. Like I said, there's not really any super strong, strict reasons for having lots of 80s. But I'm sure there is some farms or some rares we can camp or something. Another one of the reasons why I kind of want these at more teams at level 80 is because I kind of want less teams doing the Mechanica farm. 21 teams doing the Mechanica farm was already way too much like hard work. And it's an unsustainable amount of effort. I mean, the rewards are good, don't get me wrong, but it's unsustainable. So I kind of wanted 5, 6, 7 teams to be busy doing something else. You may have noticed that my jewel crafters that I've set up, my thaumaturgists that I've set up, they're already level 80 teams, and they've already been taken off Mechanica duty. Once we get a few more teams to 80 and give them a task, a job to do, there'll be less of them lurking in the undermine every day. Unbanish me. You also do not want them to not be 80 if it turns out for the same in the next expansion that they do need to be max level. Well, yeah, going into midnight with as many 80s as possible, same theory sort of applies. Like, look how advantageous it has been in the War Within to have turned up with a whole bunch of level 70s. Those that went a little bit ridiculous with Legion Mop Remix had such a monumental advantage at the beginning of the expansion. If they were quick to act on things like you know, concentration crafts and builds and stuff. Like, if you in Season 1 set up 50 to 100 concentration builds for enchanting, you've just been lol all the way to the bank for most of the expansion at this point. Now, history doesn't necessarily always repeat itself quite like that, but I've come to learn over the years that going into a new expansion with as many max level characters as possible, there's usually some solid advantage to be had by doing that. No, you won't. I'll turn yours upside down. Is he dead? He's dead. I'll do a Legion remix with as few as possible characters though. A few names reserved that I want to max out. I'm still not sure if we'll have the same luxury in Legion remix as we did in Mock remix for leveling alts. I mean, don't get me wrong, it'd be cool if we did, but okay, I'm getting more Phoenix hatchlings than I know what to do with right now. Maybe we can get these last dudes to 80 and then I can empty my bags. Mana tomes. This place caused me chaos a minute ago. But focus down Void Boy. Win. Better still, if we can avoid the Void Boys, not pull them at all. Are they going to leash to the other mobs when they pass, though? Oh, cock. Oof. Get out of jail free on that one. Sugar lime, crushed ice, and of course TikTok. I'm terrible at coming up with character names. When I was getting names for all of these 80 or so characters for all of the cross realm stuff and the Mechanica farm, I just found a little like a name generator thing online. I envy Team NA who has a name generator button. I don't know why Team EU doesn't get the button. But Team NA get a dedicated random name button. And I think Team EU need it. Nip in fear, man. Oh, it's not just those void boys that are causing me problems, though. Somebody else is silencing me as well. Yeah, I just don't like this place. I've decided. And there a big fancy rare recipe you can get in Mana Tomes, though? Like, seriously big and fancy one. What's it called? Which one is it? Fellstone Longblade. Isn't that from here? Isn't that the one Zan farmed for like a year? I'm pretty sure it is. Dead. Right, one of them's dinged 80. The other two are literally half a dungeon behind. What did we do from this dude? These were like level 76, I think, some of these characters when we started. So 77, 78, 79, 80, like 4 levels relatively quickly. Now, so many of my characters are in the mid-level 70s anyway that it shouldn't be too bad. There was some sort of crazy skip that allowed you to run up this downslope. Probably, I don't know how. It feels wall hacky. Like, to get through here somehow. I don't think I actually want to know. It's probably a little bit too close to dodgy. Unicorn bimbo? Hashtag stolen. How we doing, Ginny? Welcome in. Right, next room. Right to pull in the lever. And then we just murder everything. Oh, flipping stuns, man. All you damn casters. Making my life a living misery. Most of my characters are goddesses starting with the letter A. I've only recently got into meme names. Well, there's literally only so many legitimate names you can come up with. This is why people end up with absolutely bonkers level character names, because you run out of good ones eventually. Chitty, you're on both. You've decided to be on both platforms today. Was that after I said yesterday you mostly live on Team YouTube? I don't mind wherever you live, my man. Some of these dudes somewhere are annoying. I can't work out who it is. Gonna have plenty of netherweave cloth to sell, aren't we, by the end of this week? Bank it for decor, maybe, who knows? Oh, I don't think I was meant to get up that high. Oh, ow! What's hurting here? Can you not do it, whatever it is? Boom, down he goes. And that should be the other two to level 80. Beautiful. This doesn't seem to take too long. I'm pretty content with the speed of this. We should be able to get a whole bunch of these teams to level 80 relatively comfortably, I think, this week. My naming scheme now is just to feed into the class, race, and maybe an interesting thing, rare farm professions, etc. And a letter in the alphabet, so some random AI, and let it spit out a bunch of names for me. It's probably a smart way, honestly. It's probably the play. Right, well, there's another team of 80s. Another team of 80s. Boys and girls, for now, I might leave it there, though. It is a Wednesday, and I've fallen out of the habit a little bit, but I might try and restart the habit, maybe. That is unless I end up just spending the evening blasting level 80s. If I end up just blasting level 80s, then I don't know. We'll see if I throw the stream up or not. Either way, thank you very much for joining today. Dastardly Duos, I'm going to say, is a bit of a flop. Bit of a swing and a miss. Once again, it doesn't really feel as if there's enough content in Dastardly Duos, full stop. Never mind the fact that they have once again chosen to time gate it week on week. So I've played it a couple of times. I'll probably do it once a week just to get the podium toy. But I'm going to be honest, the Dastardly Duos doesn't really seem to appeal to me personally. Give it a go though. It might be for you. It's up to you. We got some visions to do this week. We should probably try and do a 8 mask run. We might take a day to try and figure out an 8 mask run because it'll probably take me a few attempts. But an 8 mask run should be feasible, I think, this week in Stormwind. Stormwind is a bit easier than Orgrimmar. Has anybody done visions? Just ever so squirrel. Has anybody done visions this week? Can we max the tree yet? Is this the week we can max the tree, or do we still have have we still got more to come? I don't know. But we might do some visions at some point this week as well. But I think for the most part, it's going to be focusing on getting these level 73s, 74s, 75s, 76s up to 80. Because now feels like a good enough time as any to actually do it. So the tree is max, but there's no hidden trait. Oh, okay, so maybe that turns up next week. So maybe it's kind of max, but not max. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, boys and girls, I will love you and leave you. Thank you very much for stopping by today. Enjoy the rest of your day. I might see you later. If not, I'll catch you all tomorrow. Have a good one. Peace.